Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all of you watching. Welcome to my first virtual class where I will teach you English. Before we start with the lesson, let's get to know each other. My name is Ashrafu. You can call me Teacher Ashrafu, okay? Let us read this amazing article together. In his classic novel 1984, which was written in 1949, British author George Orwell wrote about a future society where it is impossible to hide from surveillance by the government. In the novel, people are constantly reminded of the government's presence by the phrase, "Big Brother's watching you." The world of surveillance that was predicted by Orwell is already here. Public video systems are now used in many cities around the world. In Paris, France, for example, there are road cameras nearly everywhere to help control traffic and approximately 2,000 cameras on city buses to deter crime. In Britain, there are cameras watching streets and parks, public transport, stadiums and shopping areas. With more than 4 million cameras, that's one camera for every 15 people. Britain has more surveillance cameras than anywhere else in the world. In fact, some researchers have estimated that most visitors to London are not caught on video 300 times in a single day. So who's watching? The police. Certainly, when it comes to catching the bad guys, the surveillance camera is a police officer's best friend. There is little a criminal can say when the crime he has committed has been caught on video. Even when criminals are not actually caught on video, just the presence of video cameras can make location safer. Hoping to deter criminals, some people put up signs that say video surveillance is an operation, even where no video cameras exist. However, how effective the cameras are at preventing crime is not clear. Studies show that video surveillance has been successful in greatly reducing crime in some areas, but has had little effect in other areas. Fighting crime hasn't been the only success for video surveillance. It has also been used to prevent accidents and even to save lives. One day in France, 18-year-old Jean-François Leroy was swimming in a public swimming pool. While he was underwater, he lost consciousness. The human lifeguard watching the pool didn't realize what was happening as Leroy sank slowly and quietly to the bottom of the pool. Without help, it would have taken him as little as 4 minutes to die. Although no human lifeguard saw Leroy drowning, 12 large machines eyes deep under the water were watching and sending the images to a central computer. Just 9 months earlier, a modern electronic surveillance system called Poseidon had been installed. Poseidon covers the pool's entire swimming area and is able to tell when swimmers are not moving the way they should be. When the computer detects a problem, it sets off an alarm to alert lifeguards. Just 16 seconds after Poseidon noticed that Leroy was sinking, the lifeguard pulled him from the pool. Poseidon had saved his life. Although it is useful for fighting crime, many people are still concerned about public surveillance. Norman Siegel, an American lawyer, says that there has been a huge increase in video surveillance in public spaces without any real discussion about the advantages and disadvantages. He believes that people should be asked to vote on whether they agree or disagree with public surveillance. Whether you agree with it or not, the fact is that we live in a world where surveillance surrounds us all. Did you guys notice something in the passage? The underlined sentences are what we call passive voice. We use the passive voice when the action is more important than who or what is responsible for it, also known as the agent. Let me give you an example. 2 people were injured during the robbery. Can you identify who is the robber? Well, you can't because the sentence is written in passive voice. And why we do that? Because we don't know who is the agent or it is just not important. So you may be asking, Teacher Ashrafu, how do we form a passive voice sentence? Well, let me give you a hint. It's got something to do with verb tenses. The passive is formed with the verb be and a past participle. I hope you still remember what is a past participle. Well, let us take a look at the table. For each tenses, we provide its passive equivalent starting with the present simple, the present continuous, the past simple, the past continuous, the present perfect simple, past perfect simple, and future simple. There is no passive form for future continuous, present perfect continuous, and past perfect continuous. It looks like a lot, isn't it? Well, take a deep breath now, okay? Let me walk you through one example. Let us take one verb, take or takes, and let us create one simple sentence. I take coffee every morning. Okay, what you want to do is first remove the agent. And do you remember what is the agent? The agent is the doer, the one that's responsible for the action. In the sentence, it's I. I take coffee every morning. And then we'll take the verb take and convert the present simple verb into its participle form. And for take, what is the participle? Correct, it's taken. Okay, now that we got these two settled, let's build our passive sentence. The coffee is taken every morning. It's easy, right? Apply this method for each of the tenses. Let's look at other examples. They are watching us. We are being watched. He gave me a video camera. A video camera was given to me. Other than that, sometimes it is important to mention the agent in the passive sentence. We do this by using the word by before the agent. For example, Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. 2. The telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell. Sometimes we want to mention a tool or material in the passive sentence. We use the word with to do this. For example, the window was broken with a rock. The room was painted with a new kind of paint. Lastly, let us look at gerunds, infinitives, and modals in the passive form. The table shows the passive form. We have the modal, we have the gerund, the bare infinitive, and the full infinitive. Well, look at those closely. I don't think it's that hard. Can be taken, taking, being taken, take, be taken, to be taken. It's really simple. Do not be discouraged by the word. And let's look at some sentences. He avoided being recognized by wearing dark glasses. The project had better be finished by tomorrow. The battery needs to be recharged. Can you recognize the passive form? For sentence number 1, it's being recognized. For sentence 2, be finished. And lastly, be recharged. Alright, that is all for today's lesson. I hope you can benefit a lot from our little session. I am Tita Ashrafu and stay healthy, guys. Ciao!